it's Friday, it's 9 o'clock. I'm Joanna Gosling. Welcome to the programme. E-cigarettes should be given out on...
About smoking.
Members of the Science and Technology Committee say e-cigarettes are much less harmful than smoking, and there is no public health reason to ban vaping in public spaces. As £10 million in funding is announced to tackle drugs and violence in England's worst prisons, we have got exclusive access to a jail where prisoners get a say in the running of the jail. Some work as mentors to other inmates. Oakwood has been described as an impressive institution in a recent inspection report, and this programme is the first to be allowed inside. Also, mourners have been gathering in Detroit to pay tribute to the soul singer Aretha Franklin. Media to see if you're really off sick or are having an unauthorised holiday. Do get in touch on that and everything else we're talking about. #VictoriaLive, and if you're emailing and you're happy for us to contact you and maybe want to take part in the programme, please include your phone number in your message, and text will be charged at the standard network rate. Our top story today: the NHS should do more to promote e-cigarettes as a way of helping people stop smoking, according to a group of MPs. The recommendations, we'll talk more about that right now, I think, with our we're going to go to a correspondent in just a moment. First, this report. No, we've got a correspondent. Sorry, I'm slightly confused. We have got a reporter who can tell us more about it. Caroline, hi there. Sorry about that.
Okay.
Tell us then, is this like a headache when you see users walking down the road and they're vaping? It's like the old-fashioned steam train travelling down the track. And an anonymous texter: I smoked a pipe for about 20 years but gave it up after I had a mild heart attack with the aid of the vaping option. I gave it up in a day. After starting on the vape, I couldn't smoke my pipe. It tasted terrible. Since then, I've reduced my strength from 2.4 milligrams to 0.6 milligrams over 4 years. I wish my company would let me vape at my desk, although I wouldn't want to sit near those that make huge clouds. Thank you for those. Keep them coming in. Usual ways of getting in touch: #VictoriaLive, and text will be charged at the standard network rate. Right now, let's catch up with the sport. Holly Hamilton joins us with the promotional video for this new device that has been developed to help people who are unable to speak through loss of the communication ability. We can speak more about it now. With how did you feel when you were told about what you had, and that you then had the knowledge of you know, where you Satin syndrome obviously didn't have the technology and could literally only communicate by blinking and by others looking literally at a written down alphabet or reading out an alphabet to work out what they were trying to communicate.
Right. 10 to 20 years that we'll move towards treatments for people like Debbie, so that we can really get rid of MND.
How many people are affected? How many people get to the point of needing these electronic communication devices?
Well, there are about 5
reasons why it shouldn't be possible for people to vape in public. So, if I can get my technology working. Denise on email says smoking and vaping should be banned in all public places. I don't want to be in a public area. Kate, people feel like they're being spied on. Are they? How many companies are doing that sort of thing? What's the evidence?
Well, that's what we wanted to find out with this survey.
NHS fund this ludicrous suggestion from MPs: let them fund their own habits. Al on email: please do not forget about the non-smokers and their desire to breathe relatively clean air in public spaces. I quite often have to endure walking through a vast cloud of the vapour being breathed out by someone using an e-cigarette, and quite frankly, it's disgusting. Faye on email: does the vape affect people passively? For those that object, do you work through towns and cities with a face mask on? The pollution is more to worry about. Darren on email: millions of 14 and 15-year-olds who have never smoked now vape adult. Members of the Science and Technology Committee say vaping is much less harmful than normal cigarettes, and e-cigarettes should be made available on prescription to help more people quit smoking. As the government announces £10 million to improve security and conditions in England's worst prisons, we've got exclusive access to a jail where prisoners get a say in the running of it. New research from the University of Manchester, it suggests the stress of the job has become so intense that for many family doctors working full-time is increasingly untenable. Separate findings by the King's Fund, which is an independent charity working to improve health and care in England, also shows that less than a quarter of new GPs are planning to be working in the role full-time within 1 year of completing their training. Patients groups say the rise in part-time GPs is terrifying given the national shortage.
Working in out of
out-of-hours services, in a pain clinic, in a hospice, or they might be teaching or working in research, and all of that brings
day-a-week service to their patients. When someone becomes ill, it is not acceptable to be told they cannot get an appointment in a reasonable time. Is that why there are the problems? GPs not working? Now, we've been talking this morning about the extraordinary life and music of the Queen of Soul, Aretha Franklin, who died yesterday at the age of 76. We can speak now to singer Rowetta, best known for her work with the band The Happy Monday. And we will leave you now with one of the soul legend Aretha Franklin's most famous songs. Bye-bye.